Hi boys and girls, so I'm Mr. Toombs. This is Mr. Chaparelli. We're going to be teaching you how to, some tricks around doing the pull-up. So the first thing you're going to need is a pull-up bar. I'm using one of the double wide pull-up bars here. Steppers, depending on what assistance you need, and then bands, and of course the all-important spotter. So there's 3 drills that are going to help you do the pull-up. Right? So before we get into those 3 drills, let's just demonstrate the pull-up. You learned active hang already. If you haven't, please go refer to that video. But what you're going to do is, palms are going to face you. Palms face away, knuckles up towards the ceiling. Begin your active hang, and we pull up and Mamaroneck to the collarbone. We define that as a successful pull-up. You might have heard chin before, jaw. We pull up to the collarbone. So know where that landmark is. That's when you've completed the pull-up. We also go completely down to full extension. Right? So we don't stop here or any combination of. We go to full extension to back to the active hang, and then we pull up again. All right. So the first one we're going to do is called jump through to negative. So for this, instead of pulling ourselves up to the collarbone, we're going to jump up to the collarbone and then accentuate the release back down to the active hang. Right? So everybody's going to need a different amount of steppers. I think for me to be successful, I'm going to grab 2 steppers. My spotter is going to make sure my area is clear and that my steppers are actually clipped into place because I'm using the staples. How are they looking, Coach?
Good.
Okay.
Good.
So I always take off from the middle, as discussed in other videos. And in this, I'm going to jump through. So this center bar might be in the way. So I'm going to move myself off center here. Thanks, Jack. All right. And I jump up to the finish point, and I come down with great control back to the active hang. Find the middle of the stepper, jump up to your next one. Okay? Again, that's called jump through to negative. That's one of the tricks. Another trick, we'll get these steppers out of the way. The next one we're going to do is called partner assisted, or you could also call this the squat spot. Right? So, Coach, you're going to stand here, perpendicular to me. This is where I'll be lifting. Right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a shelf with my legs by bending my knees and crossing my ankles. My spotter is going to take the arm closest to the bar and cradle both knees. The arm further away from the bar cradles both ankles. And then my partner is just going to do a squat. And Chap, you just demonstrate the arm shelf and the squat while I'm lifting. What you're going to notice though, when Coach does this, he's going to bring himself close to me so he's not leaning forward and hurting his back or putting his back in a compromising position. All right, so same thing, I get myself set, active hang, fold the legs, and I begin. All right, let's pretend I do 10 for the sake of argument here. My spotter steps out of the way, I check my landing. How to gauge this? If I get to 10, 10 is my goal, and I feel like I could have done 5 more, I think my spotter helped too much. If I get to, my goal is 10, and I get to 6 or 7, and I'm shaky and fatiguing, my spotter hasn't helped enough. So we want to communicate before we go into the next step. All right. Last one, we're going to need steppers, and we're going to need bands. So Ms. Byron, can we come closer to the bands on this? So if we look at the bands right now, we have a bunch of variety of bands in our fitness center. So we have some bands that are going to provide a lot of assistance. Take this blue one here, for instance. All right? That's going to provide a ton of assistance. So kids think, oh, I can't do any pull-ups. I should probably grab the blue one. That would be an error in thought because this band is going to really throw you up towards the pull-up bar. So this might not be the band for you. You've got to kind of do some trial and error here, right? And then you kind of work your way down. The green band adds a little less resistance, red, black, etc. And you'll be able to tell by the width of the band how much it's going to assist you. So you need to find the band that works for you, or maybe a combination of bands that work for you. All right? So I've done this before. I think this red one here is the one I tend to use. So Shop, we'll put these out of the way because we're not going to need those. Those are way too much assistance. We might even put those back if we were a student in a lesson right now. So Brian, come closer. I want to show how we loop it over. So the band goes over the bar, and then you're going to take the hand in the back and you go through the hole. And then because these are rubber, you kind of want to wiggle it down into place and make sure it cinches up top. All right? And then same thing when you're taking it off. You want to grab the part, the U shape that's all the way by the bar, pull it away from the other one, and just kind of wiggle it out of place. I just make your life a little easier. All right, so once we're here, the first thing is my spotter is going to come up and they're going to grab the sides of the U. Right? They're not going to grab the bottom of the U because that's where my feet are going to go, and you will literally, you'll get your partner's fingers stuck under your feet while you're trying to begin a workout. It's the last place you want to be is suspended off a bar, ready to do a very difficult exercise, and you can't get the exercise going because there's an issue with the spotter. So with this, leave the bottom of the U available. You have to put a hand on each side of the pull bar. If you put hands on both sides like this, two hands on both sides, you'll actually throw your legs out to one side. All right, and it gets a little clumsy. So a hand, equal distance, shoulder width, should be about good there. Now my spotter is going to take a knee and bring the band down. The reason we do this is, with some of these thicker bands, your arm strength is not going to be able to wrestle the band in place. All right, so we're going to use the body's weight to get the band in place. Now from here, all right, hand on each side, my spotter is going to put the band in the middle of my foot. Okay, we're communicating. Then I'm going to step off, my spotter will step out of the way. I take my other foot and I cinch the band into place so it doesn't move during the exercise. And then from here, I go through my exercise. I hit my rep count, whatever it is for that set. I hang, I uncinch my foot, my spotter grabs the sides of the U's. I step out, I help my spotter out and help bring it back up. All right, so those are the three ways that we assist in the pull-ups here in our fitness center.